Hi, today I'm working my Toyota Alphard and I've removed the little steps on there by using a trim remover. I just slide it across the top edge and I use two of them, one on each side, and it just pops them over and out. Then what I've done is I've exposed this area, washed all the metalwork down, removed the trim. It just pulls out with your fingers, and then where there was slight rust spots, very slight ones, tiny ones, I've just sandpapered with 600 wet and dry. If the rust is a little bit more tough to remove or in little awkward areas, I've used a Dremel with a little wire brush on it just to remove it all. And as you can see, I've just sprayed it through. I'm just going to do this small section here. You can see that little black line running right across there. That was actually a thick layer, almost like as if it's had a run or a break in the original lacquer. So I've just polished it all the way down, and just going to work on spraying this. So that's the zinc primer on top, just on the areas which were had slight tiny bits of rust on them, and I am just going to work through now, and then I'm going to apply a black base coat on it, maybe 3 layers, fine mist, and then a slightly lighter ones just in can. The shade is 209. I can get it off the car plates, and then after that it's going to be 1K lacquer. 2K would be ideal, but 1K lacquer is what I've got. Just a can operation one. You can get 2K in a can, but I've just got the 1K, and that takes longer to dry, but as you can see, the sun's going to come out and hopefully will keep me will allow me to get a nice hard surface. So that's the first layer of a black base coat going onto the car, and that just pops them onto there as well, onto that hinge as well. But it's very light, and I've just blended it into the edge of the panels very lightly, and I'll do that maybe 3 times altogether, and then after that I'll place 3 coats of lacquer on top of that, maybe 4. So this is my Alphard, a plastic insert for where the door is. It's a step, and you can see it's all scuffed to bits over some 18 years of usage. So what I want to do is just try to see if I can polish these out using compound and a waffle pad on a compressor fed polisher. So fingers crossed I'll get a nice result. And that's the final result completed. You notice that the little trim on the Alphard, a little bit of Celtic Beholder sign has just popped out. I'm going to do that a little bit later, but if you look at the paintwork, that's the paintwork all completed. Things that I don't like is I missed out a little bubble there, and apart from that I'm fairly happy with the result. Also, you can see how the trims came up quite nicely. What I've used there is one side actually polished up. There's little white bits of paste all over it. So essentially what I did was I blasted with the cartridge to remove any residue, and then applied a satin finish dashboard cleaner onto it, and that's the result that you got. Perfect.